It's Wednesday, Real Talk Wednesday. J.O. Jonathan Oliver, Higher Enlightenment. And what I'm going to get real with us about today, or more importantly with me about today, and hopefully it can be a resource for you as well, is just realizing how sometimes I can really go into a pattern of trying to self-sabotage myself, how to self-sabotage myself. Yesterday morning, I was doing some work on just really identifying my target audience and the marketing I'm getting ready to go into, and really kind of redefining how I want to approach my career path for as being a life coach, and just kind of really getting connected with myself internally. And as I was doing this, I found myself beginning to feel this pull as if I was not feeling creditable, or feeling like I was being a hypocrite. And I found myself almost beginning to accuse myself of not being qualified or worthy. Who do I think I am? Why do I feel like I have the capability? And it became a real self-defeating, internal negative self-talk that was taking place. And that's two things that happen with that. A, that means I'm tapping into where I need to be. And then secondly, it's in the past, I would default into taking that as a truth and then not moving forward. I just shut down, stop altogether, give up, or make an excuse, or go seek some type of pleasure, be it overeating, over drinking, pornography, check out because I feel uncomfortable, because I'm now dealing with something that has a lot of unknown variables around it. But thank God I have an accountability team. I call them my A team. And it's about 6 men that I check in with daily or weekly in some sort, form, or fashion, through text message, through phone call, through something. And one of them I spoke to yesterday morning, and I told him about what I was feeling, and kind of this conflict that I was having with myself, and this conversation that was taking place. And I love it because he caught me in my blind spot. He said, listen to how you're accusing yourself. Who do you think accuses you? Why are you accusing yourself of things that are not true? And I begin to really think about, what comes to accuse me and keep me in a place of self-defeating thought process. And for me personally, in my faith, I know that's a sign that the devil is trying to interact with me. Because in my mind, he comes to tempt me, to accuse me, to deceive me, and to destroy me in my belief pattern, in my thinking pattern. And when he identified that for me, because I knew that, but I had forgotten about it, it was like the clouds began to just break away around me. And I felt very much connected to myself again. I was like, oh man, that's right. You're right. I didn't notice that. I kind of got seduced for a second. And I'm just sharing that because for me personally, it's so important that I surround myself with the type of people that not only catch me in my blind spot, they help sharpen me, they help shape me, they help keep me to my truth and to my mission. And in the past, I haven't always had those people, but over the years, over 15 years, I've been developing these relationships. And I can honestly say not one man has helped me become a man. It's been a collection of men. There's been God. There's been therapists that have helped me become the person that I am, as well as my bride. And things that I didn't learn growing up. No disrespect to my parents or anybody or any of that nature. It's just things. It's a collectiveness of people that have brought me to this self-awareness. No one taught me how to say in a real deep way, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. How can I make it right? I had to learn that by making mistakes and by finally connecting with men that have stood in the gap to help kind of bring me to this place of, okay, here are the things that you need to have collectively in your toolbox as you move forward through life, as you gather more connected to my purpose and to my passion. And it's been some trial and errors. It's been some casualties along the way. Just a great analogy very quickly. We're potty training my daughter right now. We're potty training her. And it's a new experience for her. And some of it is so unfamiliar that she'll rather stay in her own poop, her own mess, right? Because that's what she knows to be somewhat comfortable, because she's been doing it for so long. To where if it gets uncomfortable, she would default to not saying anything to inform us as her parents that she needs to be pulled out of her mess. So now we are training and conditioning her to where we're taking her to the bathroom so often to where she doesn't get an opportunity to set in her mess. I've surrounded myself with so many people so often to where I begin to go back to my default thinking. They don't allow me to set in my mess to where I don't have to buy into that tape or that program anymore. So, just for me, Real Talk Wednesday, Jonathan Oliver, J.O. and Higher Enlightenment, this has been a process, and it's a growth process. But I know the results are really real and true for me because I can see it in how I'm showing up in my marriage, in society, in communities, and in my passion. So I'm just going to encourage you on this Real Talk Wednesday. If you don't have those people that you can seek out and help guide you and catch you in your blind spots, please find a way to connect with them. You don't need a lot. This may be a little morbid thinking. You may only need the number that will carry you to your grave in your coffin. Maybe just 6 people that really you can trust with your complete being, because they can help you, guide you. And then later on, you can be that for someone else. So I'm just grateful for that. It's been a collective process. It's still a process. I'm still learning it, but I know I don't have to go back to that default way of thinking and self-sabotage my success and my growth. Because when I'm tapping into that place and that begins to happen, I know I'm at the right place. I'm beginning to stretch myself in a way that's going to allow me to grow in a deeper and more positive way. So have a great Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in on these Real Talk Wednesdays. Please take the opportunity to think about this for yourself. Leave your comments, share it, pass it on, and hopefully it can be a blessing to someone else's life as well today. Take it easy and be safe out there.